Hi and welcome to a quick video on my IBM 330 Pentium 100 machine that I'm putting up for sale on eBay. The main reason I'm putting it up for sale is I've got two of them, so there's no reason I need two of them. This one came from some sort of water control centre. It had all diagnostic equipment set up on it, so it's lived a hard life. It's got a bit of a knock there, just a touch of a dent. Scratches and scrapes, bit of a dent there. On the front here we see the IBM badge is missing and there's a blank cover plate. All of these are just cosmetics. There's also some sticker residue there that I'll try and get rid of. Don't stop the machine working whatsoever. Around the back we have up top a CF card, sound card, video card. Onboard video is died, but it's almost a like for like. It's an S3 chip on there. I've replaced it with a Cirrus Logic. It's PS2 keyboard and mouse. There's no onboard sound, but there's a sound card. I've had the whole thing to pieces, cleaned inside and out, and oiled all the fans. So the only noise, because there's no processor fan for the Pentium 100, it's just a heatsink. The only noise is the backup hard drive, which is a proper hard drive. Only 800 megabyte hard drive, but that's plenty for DOS and Windows 95. Here it's just an on button. We've got a CD drive and 1.44 megabyte floppy drive. We'll just power on. Press F1. Get rid of this torch. Somehow. Maybe I won't. So it takes a little while to count all that 32 megabytes of memory. Wish I could get rid of this torch. Right, you'll have to excuse the torch. So system summary will tell you just about everything you need to know about the machine. It's Pentium 100. It's on the Socket 5 platform, so it's the first Pentium socket. It's running 32 megabytes of RAM. The first hard drive is 2 gigabytes, and the second mechanical hard drive is the 853 megabyte one. It currently shows cache size of 0, so it's got 0 kilobytes of cache. Installed on the motherboard is 64 kilobytes of cache. However, they're not being shown for a faulty tag chip. Now, because I've got two of these, I was able to benchmark them and test the tag chips. The cache makes almost no difference. I'm talking 1 to 2 frames per second in Doom and Quake, so there's nothing in it. The cache either seems to work without being registered, or makes so little difference when it is working that it's not worth trying to pursue too hard. The tag chips are available. I imagine if you pop one of those in, it would come back, and possibly you get the onboard video back if the cache was working. So we'll let it launch now into Windows 95. It's got 6.22 DOS installed on it first, so that's fully configured and set up, ready to go. When you restart in DOS mode, you'll be straight into a fully configured DOS mode. It's got Windows 95 Plus installed. That has all the extra little tidbits, little games, including pinball and a few extra screensavers and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so here we are. We've got the exit into DOS mode straight on the desktop, so we can go straight back into DOS. We just go a quick look around. In storage, you've got all the benchmarking utilities that I use to benchmark the machine, and just to show it running. Okay, that benchmark utility only works in DOS, but we'll check that out quick. So that's how I checked out the machine. It's done lots and lots of hours of work without ever missing a beat. I've played a lot of games on this, and it's been absolutely fine. If I go through the folders, so the games I've got installed, I haven't been able to check all of them. It's just an eclectic bunch of games I threw on there. There's a couple of Windows games, but most of them are DOS only, including later ones like Shadow Warrior and Duke Nukem 3D run perfect on a Pentium 100. Obviously the video card is PCI, so you're getting the VESA mode SVGA video from that as well. So without further ado, we'll go straight into DOS mode. I'll throw you straight into the Windows directory. If we get out of that, press NC, we'll get you Norton Commander. If you're familiar with this, you know how all this works. And straight away we'll check out something like Doom 2. It's quite a good one. If we just type in Doom 2. I apologise for this light. I can't cover the light without covering the camera. There we go, we'll just let it do its little sequence here. Runs perfectly, the sound card works great. It's a crystal sound card with a Yamaha chip on it, so that runs fine. CD audio is patched straight through, so that works great. So that's Doom running. And we'll just check out some of the benchmarks. So if I go to the other drive, go to D, bench, and then that one, choice. And today it's not going to work. Oh, is it BAT file? There we go. We'll do something like, let's see, Quake on the time demo. I type in C. And this is all run by Phil's Computer Lab on YouTube. It's a really good little package for testing out your machines and benchmarking older machines. So as you can see, it's got no problem handling Quake on the lower resolutions, or you can't see maybe because the stupid flashlight's still on. We'll exit that, and we'll take a quick look on the inside of the machine. Okay, so we're going to take a look on the inside of the machine. The case, as someone's tried to take it off, doesn't come off there. Actually reach underneath and can't really do it one-handed. I find it best to put your thumb on the CD drive and push off that. There's a small tab underneath that you press like that, and that allows you to slide the front of the case off. So inside, see there's no horrible batteries to go wrong. It's a CR32 which is replaced and working fine. These are the cache chips, and this is the problem tag chip when you start looking for replacements if you're going to replace it. As I said before, the onboard is S3, 1 megabyte. But I've replaced that with a, not sure if you'll be able to see it there, Cirrus Logic 1 megabyte with expansion for 2 megabytes. Sound card, as before, is a crystal audio with a wavetable header if you wanted to add MIDI. This is a patch-in that I've made, but it's all fully soldered and heat shrinked. So that's on there with an adapter cable because it wasn't long enough before. It's onboard IDE, 4 channels, as you saw it all detected. That's the floppy drive lead. And that's pretty much it. Under there is the Pentium 100 on the socket 5, as stated before. It never gets hot, not hotter than sort of average temperature, so really well loved machine. I've used it a lot. Sad to see it go, but as I said, I've got 2, so there's no point in having 2. Might as well share the love. I'll put this one up for sale. Happy bidding. Any further questions, please email me, and thank you very much.